Good morning. Welcome. Today we're going to talk about self-directed IRAs for marketing professionals. I know, a little bit of a corner case here, but if you're a marketing professional, listen up. If you work in marketing, you make decisions every day about markets, trends, and opportunities. You analyze data, you identify what's working and what's not. You understand how to evaluate risk and recognize potential. But here's my question. Are you using any of those skills for your retirement planning? Today, we're diving deep into self-directed IRAs and why they make so much sense for marketing professionals. I'm going to show you exactly how your expertise can translate into retirement decisions, what options are available, and what you need to know to take control. So let's get started. First, let's talk about what's wrong with regular brokerage retirement accounts. When you open a typical IRA or 401k, you get a menu of mutual funds, maybe some index funds, maybe some bond funds. That's it. That's your entire universe of options. You're expected to pick from these limited choices and hope for the best. You have zero control over the specific companies in those funds, zero say in the strategy, and zero ability to leverage your professional expertise. For most people, this might be fine. They don't have specialized knowledge about markets or opportunities. They need simple, hands-off options. But you're not most people. You're a marketing professional. You understand how businesses grow and what makes them valuable. Market trends and consumer behavior patterns, technology adoption and digital transformation, which industries are emerging and which are declining. Those are not trivial skills. This is expertise that translates directly into making informed decisions about markets and opportunities. So why would you limit your retirement planning to a basic menu of mutual funds? Why would you ignore all that expertise you've built throughout your life? The short answer, you don't have to. A self-directed individual retirement account, or self-directed IRA, provides the opportunity to diversify beyond typical stocks and bonds. Here's how it works. Instead of limiting you to securities offered by a financial institution, a self-directed IRA lets you explore alternative assets, real estate, private placements, cryptocurrency, promissory notes, precious metals, all of that. The tax advantages remain the same as any other IRA. Tax-deferred growth for traditional IRAs, tax-free growth for Roth IRAs. The contribution limits are the same. The basic IRS rules are the same. What's different is control. You make the decisions. You identify opportunities. You conduct due diligence. You direct where your retirement funds go. Now, let me be clear about something important. Mountain West IRA serves as your administrator. We hold your assets. We process your transactions. We maintain your account in compliance with IRS regulations. But we do not make decisions for you. We don't provide financial advice. We don't recommend specific opportunities. We focus purely on education, helping you understand how self-directed IRAs work, what's possible, and what rules apply. This distinction matters because it puts you in the driver's seat, your expertise, your decisions, your retirement. So let's break down the alternative assets you can explore with self-directed IRA. Real estate. I've heard this one before. Your self-directed IRA can purchase residential rental properties, commercial real estate, raw land, multifamily properties, even real estate notes, and so much more. The IRA owns the property. Rental income flows back into the IRA. Appreciation benefits the IRA. For marketing professionals who've worked with real estate clients or tracked property markets, this can align perfectly with your knowledge. Here's an important rule. You cannot use IRA-owned real estate personally. No vacation in the beach house your IRA purchased. That's a prohibited transaction. Cryptocurrency. Digital assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and others can be held in your self-directed IRA. If you followed blockchain technology through your marketing work, if you understand technology adoption curves and have tracked crypto trends, this knowledge becomes valuable. The process involves directing Mountain West IRA to facilitate the purchase through an approved exchange. Your IRA holds the cryptocurrency, and any appreciation occurs within your retirement account. How about private placements or even private stock? These are opportunities to participate in private companies before they go public. Maybe you've consulted for startups. Maybe you've worked with venture-backed companies. That industry knowledge gives you insight into which opportunities might have potential. Your self-directed IRA can participate in these offerings, provided they meet IRS requirements and don't violate prohibited transaction rules. How about promissory notes? This is essentially lending from your IRA. Your retirement funds provide capital to a borrower who repays with interest. Your professional network often reveals these opportunities. Business owners who need capital, real estate investors looking for financing. The note terms are negotiated, the borrower makes payments, and the interest flows back into your IRA. Precious metals. Gold, silver, platinum, and palladium can be held in your self-directed IRA. They must meet specific purity standards and be stored with an approved depository. No keeping gold bars in your closet. For professionals looking to diversify beyond traditional securities, precious metals provide a tangible asset option. Here's what makes this powerful for marketing professionals. The skills you use every day translate directly into retirement decision-making. Think about market analysis. You analyze market trends for clients. The same analytical skill helps you evaluate real estate markets, cryptocurrency trends, or private placement opportunities. What about pattern recognition? You spot emerging platforms and technologies before they become mainstream. That's exactly the skill needed to identify alternative asset opportunities early. Oh, risk assessment. Every marketing campaign involves risk evaluation. What works, what doesn't, what's worth the investment. That framework applies perfectly to evaluating opportunities for your self-directed IRA. Oh, the important one, network leverage. Your professional relationships reveal opportunities. Business owners you've worked with, industry contacts who know about emerging opportunities. This network becomes valuable for finding promissory notes or private placements. Due diligence skills. You can never underestimate that. Before recommending a strategy to a client, you research, analyze, and verify. That's exactly what you do before directing a transaction in your self-directed IRA. These aren't separate skills you need to learn. You already have them. A self-directed IRA simply lets you apply them to retirement planning. Now, let's talk about the rules because, of course, this is crucial. The IRS has specific regulations about what your self-directed IRA cannot do. These are called prohibited transactions. Rule number 1, no self-dealing. You cannot use IRA assets for personal benefit while they're in the account. You can't buy a rental property and stay there. You can't borrow from your IRA. Can't use IRA funds for personal expenses, things like that. Rule number 2, disqualified persons. You cannot transact between your IRA and certain people, yourself, your spouse, lineal descendants, children and grandchildren, lineal ascendants, parents, grandparents, anyone married to any of those, and entities you control. Just a couple of examples. Your IRA can't buy property from your mother. Your IRA can't sell assets to your son. Your IRA can't do business with a company you own. So, rule number 3, fair market value. All transactions must be at fair market value. No sweetheart deals, no selling assets to your IRA at inflated prices. Why do these rules matter? Because violating them can disqualify your entire IRA, creating immediate tax consequences and penalties. This is why education is essential. Mountain West IRA helps you understand these rules so you can make compliant decisions. We review transactions for obvious red flags, but ultimately, you're responsible for ensuring your activities comply with IRS regulations. It sounds restrictive, but honestly, once you understand the rules, they're straightforward and they don't limit the legitimate opportunities available to you. So, how do you actually get started with a self-directed IRA? Educate yourself. This is the foundation. Before you open an account, understand how self-directed IRAs work. Learn about alternative assets, understand the rules. Mountain West IRA provides extensive educational resource on our website. Be sure to use it. Next, open your account. The application process is incredibly straightforward, and we'll even walk you through it. You complete the paperwork, provide identification, and establish your self-directed IRA with Mountain West IRA. Then you fund the account. You have 3 options. Make a new contribution up to the limit amount, transfer funds from an existing IRA, or roll over from an employer plan if you're eligible to do that. Next, identify opportunities. This is where your expertise comes in. Based on your knowledge and experience, identify opportunities that align with your understanding of markets, research, conduct due diligence, verify the information. And last, direct the transaction. Once you've identified an opportunity and completed your due diligence, you direct Mountain West IRA to process the transaction. We handle the administrative details, ensure compliance, and execute per your instructions. So let me be straight with you about something. Self-directed IRAs aren't for everyone. They require active management. You're making decisions. You're doing due diligence. You're taking responsibility for your retirement choices. If you want a hands-off retirement account where someone else makes all the decisions, stick with traditional options. Nothing wrong with that. But If you're a marketing professional who understands markets, recognizes opportunity, and wants control over your retirement decisions, this makes sense. You're not gambling. You're not speculating wildly. You're applying the same analytical framework you use in your career to retirement planning. The alternative assets in your self-directed IRA should align with your expertise. Don't invest in real estate if you know nothing about property markets. Don't buy cryptocurrency if you haven't followed digital asset trends. Leverage what you know. Make informed decisions. Take control in those areas where you have expertise. That's the entire philosophy behind self-directed IRAs for professionals. Your marketing career has given you valuable skills. Market analysis, trend recognition, risk assessment, strategic thinking. These aren't just professional skills. They're decision-making skills. A self-directed IRA lets you apply that expertise to your retirement planning. You gain control. You make choices. You leverage your knowledge for your future. Mountain West IRA focuses on education. We help you understand how self-directed IRAs work, what options are available, and what rules apply. We process your transactions and maintain compliance. But the decisions, those are yours. If you're ready to learn more, visit mountainwestira.com, explore our educational resources, understand your options, take control of your retirement future, your expertise, your control, your retirement. Please like, share, and follow for more education. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.